I lived for a few years in a rented apartment on the third floor. At first, everything was perfectly normal. No major issues, just the occasional noisy neighbors. But after a few months, I started noticing weird little things. The kind of things you can easily brush off and blame on yourself. For example, I'd leave the TV on a certain channel, and when I came home, it would be on another one. I thought maybe it glitched or maybe I'd forgotten. Then I started noticing food going missing. From the fridge, not big things, just small stuff. A yogurt, a beer, a couple slices of bread. The kind of details you can dismiss by telling yourself, I must have eaten that, and forgotten. One evening though, I saw that the pillow on the couch was placed differently. I hadn't sat there all day. That's when the unease really kicked in. I finally found out the truth by accident. One day, I came home from work early. Normally I'd arrive late in the evening, but that day I walked in around noon. As I put the key in the lock, I heard movement inside like someone was rushing around. When I opened the door, my neighbor from across the hall was in my living room. He was holding the remote and watching TV, like he lived there. When he saw me, he froze for a split second, then bolted out the door, leaving it wide open. Later, I found out from the landlord that the guy had an old copy of the key. He had lived there before me and never gave it back. Apparently, he'd been letting himself in whenever I wasn't home. I'll never know how many times he did it. The thought that someone was wandering around my place, maybe even when I was asleep, still gives me chills. And honestly, the first night after I changed the lock, I barely slept at all.